Alright. Hello. I think I'm gonna have to turn you guys down because I can't see my pen. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a few of you guys to tune in. So we're gonna be making flan today, and this is a live. It is not a edit video or anything like that, so it's going to be a little bit long. And I already uploaded the ingredients on my story on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, if you're a new YouTube person and you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Danny's Dulce Confections. I'll leave the link on the description, and also will leave the ingredients and all that stuff in the description. But it's already on my story on Facebook and Instagram. On Instagram, you can find it on my highlights under recipes. All right. Hello, everyone. I came on just a little bit early to make sure that I can see you, and it was gonna let me. Hi. I am so excited to see ads in my video. I try to watch it right now. I know there's a thing. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Okay, so this is an easy, super duper easy flan. There is a bajillion ways of making flan. This is just my preferred way, and there's people that use more eggs, less eggs, no cream cheese, more cream cheese, so on, so on. So this recipe that I'm going to be doing today, it makes 2 7-inch flan. So it's not just for one flan. If you want to make this into one big flan, you can. It'll be like the bundt, and it'll be like super thick. If you don't want to do 2 flans or you want to do a huge one, you can cut this recipe in half with no problem, no issue. And it just cut the recipe in half. So Sandy says, I don't like when they taste eggy. I don't feel this tastes eggy. It doesn't even smell like egg. I already asked people, like, does it smell like egg? Does it taste like egg? No. And one of the tricks is to use really good vanilla extract. If you're using imitation, it's not going to be as strong, so make sure you're using a good vanilla. It doesn't have to be vanilla bean paste or anything like that, but just pure vanilla extract will help kind of tone down the eggy. And I do add cream cheese into mine. It is not a cheesecake flan. It honestly, for me, it doesn't taste like cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I'm a cheesecake fan, but it just does not taste like cheesecake to me. It has a little bit, the cream cheese that we're gonna add today, it gives it more of a creamier texture, but I don't think it tastes like cheesecake. Okay, so we're gonna get started. So I have my pan here, and I actually had to do it this way today because you guys know last time my little stove thing. Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. My little stove top thing does not work, and it was really getting annoying, and it took too long. So this time I had to flip you guys over, and so I can use my stove. So I'm gonna put you guys down just a little bit. Do a little bit more. Okay then. Okay. So I have a pan, and you're gonna need a wooden spoon. You don't want to use a metal one because it's gonna get super hot, and you don't want to use a silicone one, even though it says it. It can resist heat. I had one of my spatulas kind of burnt in the process. So just make sure it's easier to just use a wooden one. Okay, so I have 2 cups of granulated sugar. Okay, 2 cups. I'm gonna pour it in there, and I'm gonna turn on the heat. I have mine at 5. My issue is always the burnt caramel. What's the issue? Like you don't stop it, or you just go overboard? So before, when I would do my sugar, my mom taught me, like, te tienes que parar ahí, and then like start moving it around because it will get burned easily. I just find it easier and faster now to kind of leave the sugar alone for just like a minute or 2 so it can heat up, and then you can start moving it. So right now I have it at 5, and I have a gas one. Okay, so I have a gas stove. Okay, so I'm gonna let it kind of just heat up, and I did heat up my pan before I came on live just so it can kind of, move it along. It does take a little bit, But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put my wooden spoon down. How are you guys? I think I mix a lot and then it burns over. I overdo it. Okay, well hopefully this video can help you. If you guys want to see, I don't think you guys can see my heat, but it's that right there. You don't want to have it too high, and my problem was that I was doing it too low because once again my mom taught me that se tiene que cocinar, you know, like you gotta watch it. So it would take too long when it was too low. So now I just do medium heat, and it kind of just speeds up, and it doesn't take as long. So yeah. And there's other people that use like dulce de leche already made, so because they don't want to do the caramel, it's too hard, or they just rather do dulce de leche. I have tried it before, but honestly, I didn't like it. It was way too sweet for me with the flan. So I don't like it. I like to just do the sugar by itself. So once you get this is literally the hardest part, I think, from doing the flan. After you get this, you're good. And you'll start seeing that it's gonna melt because it starts just changing. Okay. So I can tell it's already like getting there because I can tell the texture is changing. I know it's kind of hard to see it, but I can just tell it's heating up. And I have, like, because I have a, you know, a tummy, I keep moving it over and over again with like my stomach here. So I gotta watch out for that. I move the knob. All right, so I'm gonna start moving it, and people do add vanilla extract, water to speed up this, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep sugar. I'm just gonna give it a minute. All right, are you guys done with all your Christmas shopping or orders or anything like that? Or are you guys not even done yet? I did my Christmas pop-up and that was it. I was gonna do more apples and more cookies and all that for tomorrow pickup, but I was honestly just tired. I was tired today and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. So I'm just gonna be making flan. And honestly, flan is so easy to make. It just takes time to do this and then put it in the oven. That's the longest. And put it in the fridge. That's it. But other than that, it's easy. Oh my god, no, I'm broke. Aw. I'm making churro cheesecake and some apples tomorrow. Alright, so it's starting to melt. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's starting to melt. So I'm going to start moving it little by little. And I have a little thingy. I'm going to remove it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to lift it up. Okay, so it's starting to look like this. So alright, and this flan is not for anyone. I'm just gonna make them for the live, and then the ones that I have, they're due on Christmas Eve, so I'm just gonna do those tomorrow. We love flan in the house. I'm gonna take probably this one to my sister's. All right, so it starts changing. All right, you guys look at that. White lechera and not Carnation. Carnation. Isn't Carnation a brand like Carnation, like evaporated milk? What's the difference between Carnation and condensed milk? Someone tell me. It's a serious question because I don't know. We'll attempt to make flan Tuesday and advertise it. Woohoo! Yes, but they have condensed. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. So Carnation has a condensed milk. Oh, you can go ahead and use that. For me, I just stick to lechera because that's what I was taught to use by my mom. So that's what I use, but you can definitely use other brands. The only thing that I don't want you to skimp out, I don't know if Carnation is, but Carnation is made by Nestle, right? And La Lechera is also made by Nestle. So are they way different? As long as it tastes good, it's good. The only thing that I don't want you to like buy cheaper or anything is the vanilla extract for this. Because although people say it doesn't matter, it does matter for these type of recipes. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to use expensive kind. but just make sure you use pure. It's the same, just different brand name. I talk too much. Hi. Actually, that brings me to the next thing. I like the Magnolia brand condensed milk. I have never tried any other brand than the Lechera. It's just because it's what I'm used to. Talking about that comment that I just saw, and I would block it, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Before I came on live, I got this comment on the Mexican wedding cookies, and somebody left a comment, and they were like, "Oh, this is too long. I'm gonna move along to another recipe." And I just liked the comment, but it kind of made me laugh, and it didn't make me feel bad because honestly, I'm kind of glad that other people are watching the videos. No offense to my Instagram people, you guys follow me from there. And you guys know that these lives are long and they're like 40 minutes to an hour because I like to go step by step and show you real-time stuff instead of, edit videos and stuff like that. I just learn better when it's live. That's just me. So I know a lot of you guys do as well, and you guys are here because you guys like watching live videos. Anyways, but it kind of made me happy that other people are coming across my videos, people that don't know me. But yeah. Okay, so it's starting to change. Thank you, Lucia. Hi, Jennifer. All right. One of these days, I'll try the other brands just to give it a try. But no, I have nothing against them. It's just I've never switched to other brands. Okay, so we're starting to get there. It looks like this now. Okay, so all you're going to do is keep mixing. Hi, how are you? Raquel. All right, so all we're going to do is just keep mixing. After this, honestly, it's super duper easy. Okay, once we get here, once we do this, that's it. The only time you have to watch out for it to burn is just once it starts to get really liquidy. And if you start seeing darker sides, just mix in the darker with the light. Because the darker means it's already there, like it's already cooking. So just mix it in. My sister made some flan for her party. She had a Christmas party at work. And she was like, oh, and like, because there's a lot of big pieces and they're not melting, but they will melt. Just be patient. Just keep stirring and they will melt. Don't get scared that's going to burn. As long as you keep stirring. Once you get here, this is when you don't want to move. This is where What's the best vanilla? I stick to Costco brand when I want just pure vanilla because it's more for my money. But if you want to really get a really, really good vanilla, it'll have to be the one that's like $20 for like this bottle. I don't remember the name. A lot of bakers use it. It's thick, but you can find it. People are buying it at Home Goods for $20, but the bottle's like this. Okay, so we're getting there. I'm gonna lower it just a little. Right now we've been at 5 this entire time. We've been at 5 in this entire time, but we're gonna move it to 4 just because we're already getting there. There's only a few pieces, so with the spoon, go ahead and grab those pieces and go like this. And try to dissolve them. But don't get scared at this point. My sister was getting scared. She goes, oh, it's not dissolving. I'm gonna burn it. I'm like, no. Alright, so we're gonna lower it a little bit. Okay, so we're literally there. You guys can see there's a little bit of pieces, so I'm just trying to get to it. And I'm gonna multitask a little bit because I need to get my pants on this side. Are they still in here? I gotta block people. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna multitask because I need to get my pants. Alright, so at this point I'm just getting this one here. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna turn it off, and this is what we have here. Just the caramel. There's a little bit, but gonna move it a little bit. I'm gonna get something that I need that I forgot. Okay. Because it's still hot, it's gonna stay like a liquidy, but you wanna move it along. You should have your pans ready, not like me that I didn't have them ready. So I know it's not necessary to, I'm gonna turn the heat just a little bit, like super low while I talk. It's not necessary to spray them, but I like to spray them a little bit. You don't have to though. All right, I'll talk about my pans right now, okay? I don't want to burn this. All right, so I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna get my first pan here, and I'm just gonna pour evenly, so half and half. All right, I'm gonna do it here. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side here, and your pans will get super hot, so be careful. And you're gonna move it around. Okay. And then once you start moving it around, it's gonna pick up the heat, so be careful. If it gets too hot, then wear some gloves. So I'm just gonna move it. And it doesn't, like you see that right there, is because I put nonstick spray. So it kind of gives me more space to do this without it getting like setting on me super hard. But, all right. So that's it. Okay. It does look silky, yes. Okay, so let me talk about my pans. I'm sorry, it's just that I needed to hurry up before. Okay, let me lift you guys up a little bit. Okay. My pans are 7 inches by 3. So let me try to fit in the top. Let me get them. All right. So they're thick. I got these off my local supply store, but I needed one more and my supply store was out. So I ordered them from Amazon. So I will leave the link in the description once I'm done, but I got them off Amazon. They're 7 by 3. I'm not going to fill it up all the way to the top, but it is close to the top, okay? I don't like to use the 2-inch ones because they're super thin. This flan, I like it because it's thick, okay? And I actually got the idea on the pans from one of my Instagram people shared somebody else's YouTube. I watched it and I was like, oh, I like how it looks thick and I like the packaging. So I was trying to remember the YouTube video and I was trying to remember the person, but honestly, I'm so bad with names that I didn't. I forgot. I couldn't remember. Okay, so we're gonna put these to the side. I'm gonna get my blender and we're gonna blend everything. Okay, this is kind of still hot, so I'm probably gonna come on this one here. You are the name of the high quality vanilla. Did somebody say it already? Okay, let me get my licuadora. Okay, so I gotta. Okay. Alright, so now we're just gonna put all the ingredients into our licuadora, our blender. It doesn't have to be a precise way. You can literally do it however you want. So I'm just gonna put the condensed milk first. So you guys can see, right? So condensed milk. So once again, I'm doing 2 flanes, okay? And I'm literally where the stove is at, so I'm getting red because I'm hot. That's why I had to wear my hair up, and I was like, okay. That's one.
On the job is Director Shepard or me.
There's another one.
The job
Okay. And then we have our evaporated milk. So that's 1 can. Jennifer says she makes her own vanilla extract. I have watched like videos and I'm always tempted like to make them, but I don't have patience for it to because I know it does have to be in your cupboards for like a couple of months. She said 4 months before you can use it, but you know it saves you a lot of money. I just don't have the patience for it. Okay, so I'm doing 10 eggs. I know it seems like a lot, but it's because it's 5 for each flan, okay? So I'm gonna pour my 10 eggs in. Alright, I have 8 ounces of cream cheese. It's better if it's softened up already because it's easier to blend. So I'm using the whole block because I'm making 2 once again. I'll put it in there. Okay. And the last thing would be our vanilla extract. So it's 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm going to do, this whole cap is more than that, but I'm going to do 1 and 2. Okay. And that's it. That's all that goes into our flan. If you have a smaller blender, you're probably going to have to do it twice before I even put it on top. I'm gonna seal it. Okay. And all you're gonna do is just blend it. So it's gonna get loud in here. It's like literally coming out from here. I didn't even notice until right now. I was like, what the heck is that happening? It did not do it to me before. This is a ninja. It is a ninja. I don't know why it's coming out. It shouldn't be coming out. I think it's barely hitting the max, but it has never come out before. Okay, I'm going to check on it. I'm going to open it up and see what I'm working with. If I have to do that again. I'm gonna get my spatula and all I'm looking for is to check like the cream cheese if it's dissolved, and because it was soft already, it is like there's no hard pieces in it. Oh, actually, it's good. Alright, so I know some people don't like the bubbles, the foam, and all that stuff. I don't worry about all that stuff. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let me get situated. I'm gonna move stuff around here because I have too much of a mess. Let me disconnect my licuadora. I'm gonna use this right here. Okay. This is what I get for working with small spaces. Okay. So now we're going to talk about, I'm going to put you guys down a little bit so you guys can see. Okay. You're going to cook your flanes at 350, and you're going to need one of these big old pans, okay, to put your flanes in water baths. You can do them individually and cut the water bath, like each one have their own water bath, but I like to use this one because it fits in my oven. And I could put both of them at the same time. So I'm going to grab my flan. I'm going to set it in here. Okay. Now they're pretty much... can we have have everything blended already, so when we're done with the caramel, just pour it in the pan. I did that last time, but you just want to wait a little bit for it to kind of set, or else the caramel is going to lift up with the batter. So just make sure you, sometimes I feel like it echoes so bad. Make sure you let it set a little bit before you pour your batter. But yeah, she's asking, can you do this first? And then, yeah, do the opposite whatever I did. But you're just gonna have to make sure that this is set, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna pour it. If you hear cracking, that's totally fine. Okay, you're gonna go a little bit more than halfway. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna come here. Okay, so it's more than halfway. You guys see there's only like a quarter left of this. Okay, a quarter left. All right, and now I'm gonna get some foil. All right. And you're gonna cover them up individually, not the whole thing, just here. Sorry, grabbed a little too much foil, but. Oh, thank you, Laura, for watching out for me. Sometimes that has happened to me where I don't take out the middle part of the blender and then it falls. And I'm like, crap. Thank God it did not happen this time around, but thank you for watching out for me. Okay, so that's done. I think because I poured it like gentle, it didn't do that to me, but it has done it to me. Okay, so my oven's at 350. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to lift it up and put it in. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some hot water. I'm trying to clean my mess that I have here. You want to make sure you use really, really hot water. Really hot water, else the flan's gonna take too long to bake. So I'm gonna use some really hot water from my faucet. My water gets super, super hot. So if yours doesn't get super, super hot, then you're gonna have to like boil some water for it to get really hot. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do 1 cup, and I just take it off with I can move it still because it's not hot, and I'm just going to pour it in the corner. You want it for it to go at least to halfway of the pan. Just make sure you don't overfill because you don't want the water to go inside your pan, but you want like at least halfway. So I'm going to do 1 more cup. Alright. Okay, so they're halfway. The water bath's in there. I'm going to put it in. And I'm going to let it bake. Mine took about 2.5 hours, which seems a very long time. But you guys know that I live kind of in a high altitude place. So my stuff take, my stuff take long to bake. Anything. My cakes take long, cupcakes, cheesecakes, all of that. So as you're just starting, maybe an hour in. Can you get the flan that's in there? It's round. Start at an hour. What you're looking for is for it to look like a firm jello. Okay, you can insert a toothpick, but it's not going to come out super, super, super clean. You don't want to over bake your flan, because You don't want to overbake the cheesecake. I keep saying cheesecake. The flan, because it'll change texture. Like it'll change completely. It's not gonna taste creamy. It's not gonna taste the same anymore. So just you're looking for just a firm jiggle, a firm. You're gonna see it and you can tell. Like if it looks super soft still, leave it in for another. Start at 1 hour and then add and add and add and add. 10 minutes, 30 minutes. But mine took 2.5 hours. Mine take 2.5 hours. If you are baking a smaller flan, like not as thick as mine, because mine, I'm telling you, it's almost 3 inches. That's why they take long, because they're super thick. If you're doing a small one, it shouldn't take long, okay? All right, do you have any questions? I'm here, but late. What happens if we don't cover them? I don't know. Like, once again, this is one of the things that my mom and my tias taught me how to make flan. And I have tweaked the recipe here and there, but I've always been taught to cover them. I have seen other YouTube videos where they don't cover their flan. So I don't know. I haven't tested it out. If anybody in here knows what happens or what's the reason behind covering the flan, please let us know and educate us. Okay, so I am going to get this board here just because this is hot still. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys my flan. I baked these today and they haven't been in the fridge for a very long time. So let me tell you what happens after you take them out of the oven. You're gonna let them cool completely. Completely means just to it's not hot anymore and not super warm. You guys know, don't put food that's warm in the fridge. Same thing with flan. So all you're gonna wait is for it to kind of just cool down. Cover it up, put it in your fridge. You want to wait at least 4 hours before you turn it over, or overnight. Okay, so it has not been 4 hours for me. It's been about 3 hours, but we're gonna go for it. All right. So I want to show you guys how it looks. It is still white. It is not like where it looks brownish. It looks like, like a brownish tone to it. That's why a lot of people think they tend to overbake them because they're looking for it to kind of brown on the top. Mine comes out white. Mine is white. But I know it's done because I've had it before. I tested it out. So sometimes the sugar crystallizes. Why does that happen? So sometimes the sugar crystallizes. You're talking about like when you flip it over, or are we talking about like here? Because right here it's already like, all of this is hard. And that takes a lot of hot water for you to wash it. And it's gonna do the same thing with your pans. Yeah, when I flip it over, when it's done. Yeah. Let me get my container and then we'll talk about it right now. Okay. So let's talk about these containers. So these containers I got at my local supply store, but I was able to find them online. The only thing, I bought them at my store for 80 cents a piece, and they have the name of the company here, so I went online and looked for them. I went on Amazon. Amazon has some similar, but I'm scared that they're the cheap plastic. What I like about these is that they're super sturdy. So if you guys didn't know, I have not been selling flan. I know how to make it. That's how I started my baking stuff. It's by baking like stuff like flan. But I never wanted to sell it because for me, in order for me to sell flan, it has to be flipped over. I don't like selling flan just like this, like in disposable pans and just give it to the customer. I like for it to be flipped over. But I was never happy with the packaging because it was either too flimsy, the sugar would come out, stuff like that. This is deep enough for me not to worry about the sugar coming out on a customer. So I really like the name of the box, or the company is the Bottle Box, and I'll leave a link down in the description once I'm done. But the only downside of ordering from them is that you have to order a lot. So it's 200 of them for $85. I didn't check the shipping. For me, I'm willing to pay that, but I need to see how my flan business is gonna go. If I'm getting a lot of orders, is it worth it? Because if I do the math, I'm only gonna be paying about 40 cents a piece when my local supply store is charging me almost $1 for them. So I gotta see. But I did find it for you, the Bottle Box. If you guys want to look it up, it's really, really sturdy plastic. The ones that have it Smart and Final and like Amazon, I know what kind of plastic it is, and it's not to my standard. Like Flan is kind of heavy, especially as thick as this one. So I need something that is gonna carry it really well. Okay. So once you get it out of the fridge, you're gonna run a knife. Okay, and you're gonna see some sugar coming out of it. That's totally fine. That's a good sign. Okay. Alright, and I can see the edges are like, it's not stuck to the edges. If you're having a hard time, just kind of tap it and wiggle it. And you guys can't really see. To make sure, just go like this to make sure it's gonna come out on you. Okay, so then I'm gonna grab my box. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I have the bottom of it. Brenda, good question. Is it Brenda? Yes, Brenda. No, I didn't add more water. It doesn't. Honestly, it stays. Like cheesecake, sometimes it will dry out, especially over an hour. This one that takes 2.5. Like I said, I went almost halfway to the pans, and it doesn't dry out. It still has plenty of water by the time I do 2.5 hours. So good question. Thank you. Gracias por toda la información. Muchos no quieren decir en dónde compran las cosas, como si decir es voy a hacer que pierdan clientes. El sol sale para todos. Dios te bendiga. Gracias, Ida. Okay. Muchas gracias. Okay. So I'm gonna grab it. If you're gonna use a plate, then grab a plate, the same thing. I'm gonna put it. This is the bottom of it. Okay. Okay, like this. And then just gonna flip it. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so let me talk. So somebody says what happens to, you see like it crystallized here. I know I have not figured out. Supposedly it helps if you heat up your pan. Hold on, let me check what time is it, because I need to make sure what time I put my flan is in. It is, what time is it, you guys? Oh, my phone died. No, can someone tell me the time? I don't have a time anywhere. My phone died. Somebody said if you like put it in the oven before you pour the sugar, that it will like come out clean and all that. I tried it and it didn't work. So I know what you mean. Like that sugar there, it all stayed. 7:36. Thank you. So I probably put it like at 7:30. Thank you. But it still has plenty of sugar, like plenty of sugar, I think. So let me lift it up so you guys can see all that. Like that still has sugar. See. And it's thick. It's not thin. Okay, so someone's saying to dip in, Tracy. Tracy says to dip in hot water. So you mean like when we take it out of it depends how long you cook the sugar, but I don't know. Thank you, Violeta. Okay, Tracy, tell us. So once we take it out of the fridge, do you mean like run it around hot water? So this comes out, is that what you're saying? Like put it in hot water a little bit? I will try it, and I'll probably put it in my story if it works. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work, but okay. So, and it closes, and see, it's deep enough for like the sugar like to stay down here, without it like really seeping out on customers and moving and stuff like that. It like has it's deep enough. Okay. Okay. So I have a bowl here. I'm going to dress it up a little bit. Okay, these are from Paper Mart. They're the biggest bowls they have. They come already made. Yes, a hot water bath. Okay, I'm going to try it and see if it works. All right, they come with twist ties, but I'm not going to use the twist ties, so I'm going to take it out. And I have a little bit of hot glue here. We're going to put just a little bit. We don't want to melt the plastic, obviously, but just a little bit so it can attach. I'm I'm like, why isn't it coming out? Oh crap, I put too much now. Alright, I put a little bit too much, but put it there in the... Okay, like that. Okay, and then I have some Merry Christmas stickers. It says Merry Christmas on it. So, put it in the center here. And ta-da! I'll probably add like my label here or here, wherever I want it. Okay, so I'm selling these for $25. Let me erase it up. I'm selling mine for $25. I did the math and I didn't spend too much money on it, and I was like, okay, I can charge $25 and still make a good profit. This is me paying myself, making back the money that I put in. Obviously, if you're gonna do extra like packaging and all that stuff added to your cost. I know people that sell it for $20, $18. So it just depends on what you're putting in it and your packaging, how much are you spending on it. But I'm doing $25. So that is, I said that was like a starting price. Maybe I'll raise it up later on. I don't know. We'll see. Or dip the bottom of the container in hot water for a few seconds, then all the sugar will dissolve. How much charge for mini flan? I don't know. I haven't tried. I done the pumpkin flan and little ones. I don't know. I don't remember how many came out of that. For these, I think you'll get a good amount of flanes for this double recipe. You'll probably get like 40 or 48. I haven't done the math, so I don't know because I don't sell mini flanes, and I have to think about the packaging as well because they don't fit in the standard like cupcake size boxes. So I would have to buy cupcake liners, so on, so on. So for me, I'd rather just do whole flanes. Okay, should I cut it? Tell me if you guys want to cut it or should I just keep it? Let me know. You guys want to see just how thick or how it looks on the inside? Let me know. Okay, I'm going to do what Tracy is saying, but I don't know how to do it. I want to put hot water in something so I can do this and we can see if it dissolves or not. Might as well. Okay. I got one cut it. No, actually two cut it. Okay, let me put this to the side. Let me run my hot water. Let me try to get a pan. Okay, hold on. While you guys say if I should, I need to find a pan so I can put the hot water. Hold on. Alright. Where's my cup? Okay, so let's say this is our flan. This is our flan, and this is my little pan that I put. So what she's saying is bring our flan, put it here, and then add a little bit of water. And this is really hot water. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the steam coming out of it. Probably can't, but it's really hot water. So I'm going to put a little bit. I don't know for how long we should. Tracy, how long should we wait here? So it's, I have water there. I'm kind of just scared that the flan's going to cook or something more, but. All right, while that we're sitting there, while Tracy answers me how long, I'm going to bring my flan. How many flans can you cook at a time? So I cut it, okay. I have one top where I can fit 2 flanes, and then if I really wanted to, I can use my bottom oven, which has 2 racks. So I can probably do, if I really wanted to, I can do 6 at the same time. If you have one oven, like one space, and it has 2 racks, you can use, the top 2 and then the bottom. Depends on your oven, because my oven, my old oven, the bottom would cook so much faster, and it would burn my stuff. So you just gotta know your oven. Okay. So I'm gonna open it up. And you guys want me to cut it. I'm just gonna use a little dandy plastic knife. I need to get it. I'm just gonna get a little plate. Put the water first and then set the pan over. It doesn't cook more. Okay, well, I already did more than like probably spend a minute. It did help. Let me show you guys. Hold on. It did make it a little bit more runny. You guys see that? More sugars coming out. But it didn't do it completely. But I'm happy with this. I would probably what I would do this, like pour it out, pour my flan out, and then do this, and then pour the rest of the sugar out. You know what I mean? Like right now. I know you guys can't see, but I don't want water dripping into my flan. Okay, I'm gonna go from here. So I'll probably do this, like add the rest of the sugar once it starts dissolving more and more. So that's probably what I would do. Okay, but thank you for that tip, Tracy. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side. Okay, let's cut this baby.
What do you want?
Come on. Alright. Kimberly. So let me taste it. It needs more time in the fridge because it's not super cold. But what I love, okay, let me tell you two different, not stories, but this flan is not super overpoweringly sweet. Like I can literally eat a slice without it feeling like, oh my gosh, that's just so sweet, you know, like you can eat a lot of it. It tastes just really good. I had already one of my friends, she makes flan, she makes choco flan, and my older sister had some of my flan and took it to her house, and she messaged me and she said, you know, she wanted to, like, am I gonna have a class, so on and so on. I told her I've done it live before, but anyways, I was telling you, because she even wanted the recipe because she was like, it was so good dinner, like so good, and she makes her own flan. And then the other one is my aunt. She has been making flan forever. Yesterday she got one at the pop-up, and she messaged me and she said it was so delicious. Like she put está bien delicioso. But for her people to say that they have been making flan for a long time and for them to try it and be like it's so good, I think that speaks volumes of the flan here. But I hope you guys give it a try. And for Christmas or New Year's, it's really good. Really, really good. Okay, you guys, that was it. If you guys didn't know, this is hi, Kimmy. If you guys didn't know, I'm having a giveaway on my Instagram. Just look for the picture of my family. And I'm picking 5 people to go to dinner with me. You have to comment your state, your city. So if you live nearby, I will be picking out 5 winners to go have dinner with me. We're just going to have an intimacy, like little talk, business, life, whatever you want to talk about. And if you don't live nearby, you can still participate. I'll be picking out 5 winners to win $50 just PayPal credit or Zelle. So all you have to do is comment your state, your city, and write a big goal that you have for 2020. Some of those goals on there are amazing to read, honestly. I have read every single one of them, and my heart would just felt like so much. But I hope you guys can participate, and hopefully I get to have dinner with some of you guys. Okay, I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Don't get too stressed out about money or orders. Enjoy your holidays. If you guys are spending it alone or it hasn't been an easy holiday for you, I'm so sorry. Stay positive, keep your head up, and that's all, you guys. I'll see you guys next week. I'll be going live. I know it's New Year's, but I'll be going live to do something. I don't know what, but I'll be going live. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.